What's the wildest thing you've seen a teacher ignore? Maya was only 15 and already 4 months pregnant. Her parents didn't know, her classmates didn't know, but her English teacher, Mrs. Klein, did. Maya had come to her in private to explain she might need to sit out certain class activities. Mrs. Klein told her, "You're old enough to make your choices. Just don't expect me to treat you differently." That sounded okay at first, but as the weeks passed, Maya's pregnancy got harder to hide. She often looked sick, struggled to stay awake, and needed more bathroom breaks. Other teachers made quiet adjustments, letting her sit near the door or offering snacks. But Mrs. Klein, she ignored everything. Maya would raise her hand asking for water. Mrs. Klein would say she should have brought some. Maya would put her head down feeling dizzy. Mrs. Klein would snap at her to pay attention. The rest of us started noticing. Maya was getting paler every day. Her uniform didn't fit right anymore. She'd run out during movies when they showed anything medical. One Tuesday, Maya threw up right into her backpack during vocab review. Mrs. Klein didn't even look up from her book, just said, "Clean that up," and kept reading definitions. A girl named Jessica grabbed paper towels and helped Maya. Mrs. Klein marked Jessica absent for leaving her seat. The worst part was watching Maya try to hide it. She'd wear oversized hoodies even when it was hot, carry her books pressed against her stomach, sit in the back corner by the window. But Mrs. Klein kept calling on her anyway, making her stand up to answer questions, making her write on the board. By November, Maya looked exhausted, dark circles under her eyes, hands shaking during tests. She'd fallen asleep in class 3 times that week. Mrs. Klein would slam a book on her desk to wake her up, then assign extra homework as punishment. One day during a timed writing exam, Maya asked to go to the bathroom. Mrs. Klein said no, she'd already used her pass for the week. Maya begged, said it was an emergency. Mrs. Klein refused. "You should have thought about that before the test started." Maya was shifting in her seat, looking panicked. Her face was white. She kept glancing at the clock. 20 minutes left in the exam. 15, 10. Then Maya's water broke, right there, in front of the whole class. At first, no one moved. Maya just stared down at her desk in shock. Then a student screamed. Another ran to get the nurse. Maya was crying and trying to breathe through what were obviously contractions. Mrs. Klein still didn't leave her desk. She just said, "I warned her this would happen." The nurse and school security arrived. They called an ambulance. Maya was taken to the hospital still in her school uniform, scared and alone. Her baby was born premature but healthy. A tiny girl weighing 4 pounds. Word spread fast. Maya's parents found out at the hospital. The whole school was talking. But what really got people angry was how Mrs. Klein handled it. The next day, she acted like nothing happened. Didn't mention Maya, didn't acknowledge the empty desk. When students asked if Maya was okay, Mrs. Klein said it wasn't appropriate classroom discussion. That's when kids started talking to other teachers. The guidance counselor, the principal, they told them everything. How Mrs. Klein knew Maya was pregnant but never helped. How she refused bathroom breaks, made her stand and walk around, ignored obvious signs of distress. The school launched an investigation. Mrs. Klein claimed she didn't know Maya was that far along, said she thought Maya was just being dramatic for attention, but students testified. So did other teachers who'd watched Mrs. Klein's behavior for months. Security footage showed Maya asking for help multiple times. Audio from the classroom captured Mrs. Klein's responses. The day Maya's water broke, you could hear her begging to use the bathroom. Then Mrs. Klein saying, "Absolutely not." In the end, Mrs. Klein was removed from teaching for failing to act in a medical emergency. She tried to fight it, said the school was making her a scapegoat, that she couldn't be expected to play nurse to irresponsible students.